Welcome back to the another tutorial about Jetpack Compose, and today in this tutorial we're going to talk about Jetpack Compose tech stack. Okay, so these are the building blocks. Okay, so this course is actually an introduction course about Jetpack Compose tech stack for Android developers who wants to learn about modern Android UI development, obviously. What are the covered concepts here? So we are going to cover Jetpack Compose Tech Stack two concepts, that is development host and device host. Okay, as you can see here in the diagram, development host and device host. So obviously the prerequisite for this course is like, obviously you need to know the basics of Android app development, right? So let's understand the building block. Okay. So as we dive deeper into Jetpack Compose, it's important to understand the building blocks that makes it work. Okay, so imagine your app as a magnificent castle. Okay, so the tech stack is like the foundation and tools that you use to construct your magnificent castle. Okay, so here we're going to explore the two key parts of the Jetpack Compose tech stack. As you can see here in the diagram, the development host where the magic begins. Okay, so this is the development host where the magic begins. So this is your local development environment where you write code and see the results in Android Studio. Here's what makes it trick. Okay, so Android Studio, as you can see, the IDE, the integrated development environment, is the central hub where you write and edit your code. So obviously your Jetpack Compose code. Okay, and the Compose compiler plugin, this plugin acts as a translator, especially converting your Jetpack Compose code into the code that Android understands. Okay, so it's like having a translator whisper instructions to the builder while you design your castle. Okay, so there is also another interesting thing is your Kotlin compiler. So this is an essential tool that compiles your Kotlin code, the language you write Jetpack Compose in, into bytecode and format the Android system can comprehend. Okay, so now let's shift on the another building block, that is a device host. So device host is another concept that brings your app to life. So this is where the action happens on your actual Android device or emulator. So here's what powers the UI you see. So obviously these three things are not applicable because this is of device host. So you can start seeing from here. So you have a Compose UI material. So this library provides all the pre-built in UI components you will need to create beautiful and that you are going to need to create beautiful and modern interfaces, like following Google's material design guidelines. Think of this as a prefabricated walls, doors and windows for your magnificent castle. Okay, so another thing is like another block building block is like your Compose UI foundation, that is obviously for your device host. That is this Compose UI foundation, this library provides the essential building blocks for creating custom UI components from scratch. Okay, so imagine this as a toolbox with bricks, mortar and other foundational elements as you can use alongside the pre-built components. Okay, so the another block is your Compose UI core. So this core library lays the groundwork for everything related to UI composition in Jetpack Compose. Okay, so it's like the invisible framework that holds your castle together. Okay, so now then you have your Compose runtime. So this runtime library handles the nitty-gritty behind the scene work of rendering your UI on the screen. It's like the construction crew that assembles everything you have designed. Okay, so that's it, guys. So you can see this handy table that summarizes the Jetpack Compose tech stack as I have created here before here for you guys. And yeah, so finally, to summarize, so by understanding these components, you will be well on your way to building stunning and efficient UI with the Jetpack Compose. Stay tuned for more tutorials like this, and if you like it, please do subscribe, guys. Help me to reach 1000k subscribers. That's it, guys. And subscribe. Just comment if you have any questions, and catch you up in the next lecture.